Hello. Welcome to A Few Minutes with Peter. I'm Buddy Pennington, pastor of Westville Assembly of God in Holmes County, Florida, the host for the study. This is lesson number 4 of the study of 1 Peter in the New Testament. We are on chapter 4, and this is part number 3. We'll be reading from 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse number 9. Allow me to do that for you. I'm going to read from the King James Version and the New Living Translation for this round. 1 Peter 4 and 9, King James Version. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. And that same verse in the New Living Translation. Cheerfully share your home with those who need a meal or a place to stay. Now, as Peter is continuing his admonitions to the believers of Jesus Christ, he is saying to them in this verse to use hospitality and do so without grudging in the King James Version. And in the New Living Translation, cheerfully share your home with people who need a meal or a place to stay. Now, in our society today, the concept of opening one's home to just anybody who walks in and says, I'm hungry or I need a place to bed down for the night is pretty absurd. In Peter's time, remember, he is writing to believers in Jesus Christ. Now, a number of the believers in Jesus Christ had been displaced because of the Roman governments and the edicts of the various emperors that were expelling Christians from places like Rome and other cities. Many of the people were displaced because of war, famine, and other things. Some of them were traveling evangelists who were going from town to town encouraging churches and helping to establish the Church of the Living God through faith in Jesus Christ. Peter is saying to the believers, now, when you run across somebody who needs a meal, or you run across somebody who needs a place to stay, who, remember, is a believer, then you need to be willing to open your house up and be hospitable to them. For us, in order to open our home up to somebody today, we probably would need to know them. They would have to come to us with good recommendations if we did not know them. In Peter's day, it was common for people who were associated together through faith to help each other out as much as possible. Allow me to encourage you that if you know somebody who is a believer in Jesus Christ, who needs a meal or who needs a place to stay, then offer your home to that individual. Use hospitality. Don't expect to be paid or have somebody pay you back for doing it. Do so because of the love of God in your heart for fellow believers. It's my opinion that when you follow the guidance of the Holy Spirit and you are generous in providing meals or a place to stay for people, God is going to reward you. Remember, Peter admonished his readers, use hospitality. And that word hospitality, by the way, means able to accept others, especially guests, into your home. It's my prayer that these videos will be a blessing to you. Allow me to encourage you to visit our Facebook page, which is Westville AG at 2513 Cypress Street. May God richly bless you until the next time, whenever we get together for a few minutes with Peter.